respected leaders, fellow speakers, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Hauwa Ibrahim Aminu. I'm a developer, I'm a lecturer, I'm a researcher, and a mentor. Sheikh earlier said something about coming after Prof. Adamu, and now I have to come after Prof, after Sheikh, after Alhaji. It's a lot. So today I want to talk about something that's very, very practical. How skills serve as a gateway to wealth, stability, and relevance in today's world. When I say richness, I'm not just talking about money. I know we're all interested in making money, but you have to gain some skills to get to that point. I'm talking about freedom, dignity, and the ability to create value. So why do we even need to talk about this? Why does it matter to have skills? I don't know if you've noticed, but these days, having a degree is not enough. Having just a degree is not enough. Jobs are disappearing faster than new ones are being created. With the rise of AI, people are complaining that their jobs are being taken over. So you have to learn a skill to keep up with the real world, with the current world. Across Nigeria, we have so many intelligent and hardworking people, especially in the north. But we'll see people struggling. And it's not because they lack effort, but because they lack market-relevant skills. So you see graduates who are educated, but they're idle. You see professionals who are busy, but they're still financially stuck. So this is why skills matter. You need to turn effort into outcomes. Sorry, my slides are not presenting the way they're supposed to. But this slide is talking about what people think creates wealth. Most people sit down and think, oh, if you get a degree, you get rich. Or if you know the right people, you'll succeed. Or if you wait long enough, you just sit down, you have the qualifications, opportunities will come to you. Unfortunately, that is not the case, and that's not how it works. Many of us grow up believing that, but that's not how it is. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying education is not important. It is very, very important. I believe I'm a product of it. I believe so many of us here are a product of what we learned in school or in other places. But then, I'm sure some of you still know some people with degrees that are still struggling. So clearly there's something missing. There's something wrong. What is it that actually creates wealth? Wealth consistently comes from one thing, and that is solving problems that people care about. Prof earlier mentioned the impact of problem solving, and it's very, very important that in everything you do, you always have that at the back of your mind. Let it be the basis of everything you're doing. Try and solve problems that people care about with skills that you acquire. When you can solve problems, people will trust you. When people trust you, they pay you to do things. And when people pay you and they're happy with the service that you delivered, they refer you to other people. You gain more people that pay you, and it keeps going on that way. Opportunities will even come and find you at some point. Essentially, problem solving is powered by skill. But what is wealth really? When we say wealth, what are we talking about? Wealth is being able to make decisions without panicking. It's having that financial freedom, having that stability. Instead of just being desperate, you have options. I'm so sorry, the slides are not presenting the way they're supposed to. But this slide is talking about how not all skills are equal. So we've been talking about skills all this time, but not all skills lead to wealth. We have two categories of skill: low-value skills and high-value skills. An example of a low-value skill, well, there are those that are easily replaceable. Imagine you go to a river and you're telling people that your skill is fetching water and selling by the river, how many people do you think will actually buy from you? I don't think anyone would buy, because you can easily just go to the river and fetch the water. They're not even bringing it to you, they're right there and selling it. But imagine if you go to a remote village, let's say they don't have vehicles, and maybe you invent, or electricity, and then you invent some powered vehicle that they can use, and they don't have to spend much on it. That is creating an impact. That is solving a real problem, and that is a high-value skill. There are so many modern skills that pay us these days, and looking at the slides, I can see that I'm a bit biased. I mentioned skills that are mostly tech-related, maybe because I'm into tech, but I know there's so many other skills out there: tailoring, making shoes, painting, building houses. There's so many things you can do. But with regards to tech, you can learn how to create websites, mobile apps, even games. A lot of us think gaming is for children, but it's really not. You can make a lot of money with gaming, with creating games as well. Data analytics, these days, if you check online and you're trying to get remote jobs, people are really getting into data analysis. Now, coming back to me, let me share a bit of my story. I studied computer science at the university for my first degree. I went on to get a master's degree, and right now I'm getting my PhD in computer science. Thank you. So what I did was I ensured that the foundation of my degrees helped me a lot. One thing you need to know about skills is you actually have to put yourself out there. I think I remember the first time, before I get into the coding skills, public speaking is a skill as well. I remember the first time I tried to speak publicly. That is a story for another day, but it was not the best. But I did not allow that to hold me back. I went on and I tried to learn, because I had friends that knew how to do it. And I'm the kind of person that I'm like, if other people can do it, why can't I do it too? They don't have two heads. All of us can do it. If you see someone doing something you want, you can definitely do it too. That's what I told myself. Now I'm able to speak in public. When I first got into programming, I didn't know that much about it. It was an instant thing. I just became interested in tech. So of course there was a lot I had to learn. Back in uni, we had summer breaks for about 4 months, and I could have decided to just sit down and say, okay, I want to sleep for 4 months because it's been a very hectic year. I deserve to rest. But I didn't do that. I don't think my dad would have ever allowed me to do that. He's the kind of person that does not allow you to be idle. So I went to a school where I learned so many programming languages, as many as I could learn for 4 months. And now I'm happy with myself that I made that decision. Because of that, I'm able to build solutions. I couldn't just sit down and wait for opportunities to come and find me. I focused on learning and applying those skills. And because of those skills that I learned, because of those skills that I learned, I am able to create websites. I am able to build mobile apps. Sometimes I even dabble in game development. But I just did that for fun. Maybe it will come in handy one day. Someone will pay me to create a game. I don't know. It's still good to have the skill. Point is, sometimes it's good to have a skill that you want to get money from, but it doesn't always have to be that. Sometimes you can do things just for your own personal satisfaction or to make an impact. Do not learn a skill just so that you can abandon it. I am sure there's so many people, we're about to enter the new year, new me era, where you probably sit and think, okay, I want to do this. You probably start a skill, you drop it. The following year, you start another skill, you drop it. But you should not be abandoning your skills. You need to learn something, and you need to hone that skill. This slide is supposed to talk about the projects that I have worked on. Because of my skills, I have been able to build things. I think the first major software I created was GP Mart. It was this augmented reality app that was meant to show buyers what they're supposed to purchase before they actually purchase it. Sorry, how many of us know augmented reality here? Okay, for those of us who don't know augmented reality, have you heard of virtual reality? You know, you wear goggles, you're in a virtual world. Okay, augmented reality is basically bringing the virtual object into the real world. Do you understand? So you see a bag, a picture of it somewhere in another world, but you can bring it here into the real world and interact with it. What happened was I ordered this handbag for my friend, and what I saw was a big bag, but what I got was a very tiny bag. So I was wondering, how could I possibly prevent this from happening again to me and to other people? So just for fun, I created Drippy Mart, and it was my final year project as well during my bachelor's degree. I went on to also create another app, Archiscope, also another augmented reality app, but this one is for architects and their clients. A lot of people don't understand blueprints when they see it, but with Archiscope you can literally see a mini version of your house before it even gets constructed. Before the foundation starts, you see everything, the kitchen, the rooms, even the sink, the TV, you see everything. And I realized that is something people work with images in their head. They're, what do you call this, graphical? They want to see something, that's when they understand it. So I turned those skills into ideas. Those ideas turned into impact. Skills that you learn create visibility for you. When you have that visibility, opportunities will come and find you. Because of those skills that I was able to learn, I've been able to lecture students, I mentor some people, I've gotten research opportunities, even generated income. Because people know I can do this, so they'll pay you to do this. Even speaking at engagements like this, that is an opportunity. I was also featured in Daily Trust because of the things that I built. Thank you. So this exposure did not really happen by chance. It happened because the skills that I'm talking about produce something worth talking about. So media attention created awareness for me, credibility, and even new opportunities. Back to Northern Nigeria. Northern Nigeria is not lacking talent at all. Northern Nigeria is not lacking talent. I want all of us to go back and think about how Northern Nigeria is not lacking talent. We're so talented. But what we need is to deliberately invest in skills. Maybe a lot of people just see other people doing things and they say, oh, this is not for me, I can't do it. You can do it. You can honestly do it. You'll be shocked at how people who, maybe Bill Gates, you read his story and see where he started from. Mark Zuckerberg, you should read their stories and see where they started from. We have innovation hubs all around that you can go and learn skills if you want. Or maybe you can be an apprentice. If you're into shoemaking or sewing, be an apprentice to someone. Go and find a tailor, glue yourself to them and try and learn that skill. When skills grow, innovation follows. Slides again. Another thing you should note is skills do not discriminate. They don't care what your background is. They don't care what your gender is. So don't sit down and say, oh, because of my background, I can't do this, I can't do that. Because I'm from Katsina, I can't build a plane or fly a plane, or because I'm from Gombe, I can't build a ship. No, that is not valid. You can do anything you want. And to my women, of course, please, please do not allow your gender to limit you. Don't do that. We can do it too. If the men can do it, we can do it too. We have the brains. So don't allow it to be a barrier. Skills reward consistency. When you learn a skill, you need to be consistent with it. That's the only way it's going to stick. And that's how you would see that change that you envisioned. Maybe you wanted to learn how to fly a plane. You wouldn't just sit down and learn it on YouTube. You actually have to grow. You probably have to go into the plane, test drive it, whatever it is pilots do, I don't know. But then it's not something that you just sit down and do. You have to be consistent with learning it. That's the only way you can get better at it. This is something I like to call the wealth formula. So when you see a problem and you have a skill, or you can learn a skill. When I went into augmented reality, I didn't have any knowledge, and my school didn't teach me AR. That was me. I wanted to do something, so I learned how to do it. So when you see and I saw a problem as well that I wanted to solve. When you see a problem, learn a skill, or you have a skill, use that to create value. When you do that, naturally, income would follow. And this formula works anywhere in the world. Okay, this is a call to action slide, but I can see the picture is here and the context is here. So we'll just go over this. So this brings me to the end of my presentation. I hope that I have inspired you and told you how important it is to have a skill. But you should not leave this conference just by being inspired. You should learn and be committed to building skills. You should learn a high-value skill and apply it. And you should even make something out of it. You need to start now. Don't wait for 1st January to be the new year, new me. Start now, please. But yes, add it into your new year, new me. I think the best time is now. I think we've heard that before, right? Yeah. And please don't learn a skill and abandon it. So many of us do that. I know, maybe the motivation is not there, or you feel like you don't have time, or it's not giving you money. Think about the future. The money will come, please. So don't abandon it. Hone it and make it sustainable. This is a quote I heard somewhere. I'm sure so many people have said it. Skills are the currency of the future. We're all here because we want to be billionaires, right? Yeah. Well, yes, skills, that's the key. That is the currency of the future. If there's one thing you need to remember today, let it be this. Skills are a gateway. It's not luck. It's not shortcuts, no excuses. You don't see someone successful and say, oh, they got lucky. They worked hard for what they have. Thank you very much for listening. If you want to contact me, that's my email address and my LinkedIn. Thank you.